What's up, guys? You like Raiders videos? Are you a diehard fan? If you said yes to those two questions, then go ahead and subscribe to the Las Vegas Raiders Report. We drop a new video around your favorite team literally every single day. All you got to do to subscribe is scroll on down, click the big red button. I would definitely appreciate that. We also do live videos. Bottom line is this: if you bleed silver and black, we're the channel for you. No matter the location, from O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider. Raider Nation, what's going on? You are watching the Raiders Report. Mitchell Renz here, and we are going to get into the latest news and rumors. Yes, there's going to be Chucky heads in this one. There's a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about Alec Ingold, some players who may and may not play, and at the very end of the video, I'm going to tell you when David Irving is going to make his first start. All right, the first rumor on today's show, Alec Ingold. Is he going to be playing in Week 10? Tuesday, I said that he wasn't going to be playing. All the reports were that he wasn't going to play. Well, guess what? This one is now 3 Chucky heads. It is pretty likely, and unless there's some barring crazy setback, Ingold is going to play, and I want to just salute this man for being just an absolute Raider and for being an absolute fullback. So he suffered 2 broken ribs in Week 9. John Gruden said that he was really worried about the injury. That's why they worked out 4 fullbacks this week. But you ask Ingold, he said he's going to play. So I have this note down here below that is like, Alec Ingold eats bowls of nails for breakfast without any milk. Can somebody please tell me what television show that's from? I'm going to be looking down there in the comments section. But Ingold, my man, love it. Absolutely love it. So here what we do at the Raiders Report, we get a little off topic sometimes. I want to get to know you, and I want you all to get to know me as well. So since Alec Ingold eats bowls of nails for breakfast, let me know down in the comments section, what is your favorite cereal? For me, if I want to be healthier, maybe like Honey Bunches of Oats. But like when I think about me growing up as a kid, I've always been drinking coffee. Give me some Captain Crunch, and instead of milk, I pour coffee in it. Call me crazy. Let me know. All right, let's get into some injury updates now. Trayvon Mullen, he's looking like he's going to be able to rock and roll, which is good news. He was able to return to practice today. He suffered a hamstring injury, which was a big reason why he didn't play in those final 2 snaps, why we saw a lot of Isaiah Johnson. But good news, Mullen looks like he's going to be able to go against the Broncos. Some bad news here. Mo Hurst, he was unable to practice today. Obviously, we're hoping that he can get back out on the football field, but doesn't look too good at this point. Another injury to monitor, Kolton Miller. He was unable to practice today. This is his 5th straight day of missing practice. Been battling an ankle injury. He was forced to miss the very first game of his career last week. My fingers are crossed that he's going to be able to rock and roll. If he doesn't play, look for Brandon Parker to play at the left tackle, and then at right tackle, it's looking like it's going to be Sam Young again, which I know nobody wants to see. Something that I'm hoping everybody wants to see. Today's sponsor, ThriveFantasy. If you want to go get started at Thrive, go to the link that you see below, chatsports.com/props, where I can hook you up with a 100% deposit match. What does that mean exactly? You put down $100, you get $100 for free. Put down $50, you get $50 for free. If you like NFL prop bets, which are basically like the over-unders and fantasy football, I promise you, you're going to absolutely love Thrive Fantasy. Now, how about this? I want you to challenge me. Here are the 3 tournaments that I entered on Thrive Fantasy. And if you want to challenge me, you got to go to chatsports.com/props and use the promo code chat100. Sign up, put some money down, and get started. You can put down as little as $5, little as $10, little as $20. Remember, you're going to get the deposit match there. But look for the ones that say $2 NFL Week 10 kickoff. That one only costs $2 to get in. The $5 NFL Week 10 rush, that one costs only $5. Or 25 cents NFL Week 10 first down. Those are the 3 that I entered. I want you to challenge me, put some money where your mouth is, and you know what? Why not go win some? So one more time here, chatsports.com/props is how you end up getting started. And if you have any questions, if you want the step-by-step process, because everything I said was too much, email me, raiders@chatsports.com. I'll say it again. Email me, raiders@chatsports.com. One of the props, actually, at Thrive Fantasy is on Josh Jaocbs, and it is the total yards, over-under 90.5. Is Josh Jaocbs going to have over or under that amount? So type O for over, type U for under. For me, I'm thinking about it, I'm looking at the numbers, and as much as I want to be able to sit here and say, yes, Josh Jaocbs is going to have over it, I'm going to give it only one Chucky head, and I'm going to say it's a small shred of truth. Now, the Denver Broncos have been a pretty solid team overall going up against running backs. And when I look at Josh Jaocbs from top to bottom, I think that he's going to get his opportunities, but the fact that Denver's allowed only 127 total yards per game to running backs, you guys might think that that's, advantage Jaocbs. That's actually 8th best in the National Football League. And the other thing, I'm a big believer in revenge games, and I think this is going to be a big revenge game for Devontae Booker. I think that they are really going to try to get Jaocbs and Booker both working. So for me, I gave it only one Chucky head. So let's look at now Jaocbs' games this year in total yards. Week 1 against Carolina, 139. Week 2 versus Saints, 105. So right now he's 2 for 2. The number that we're trying to get to is at 90.5 because that's his over-under on Thrive Fantasy. 83, 73. All right, so now it's 2 and 2. What about the Chiefs? 85, 31. You got a 129 and then a 68. You guys know I'm not very good at math, but 3 out of the 8 games, Josh Jaocbs has hit that 90.5 on total yards. I'm going to bet the under, but if you're like, no way, guess what? Go to Thrive. Prove me wrong. All right, more rumors here on the Las Vegas Raiders report. Is Carr in the MVP discussion? We've been talking about it a lot here. I see it on Instagram. I see it on Twitter. I'm going to give it 2 Chucky heads, and people are talking. The reason why he deserves to be in the MVP discussion is because he's been putting up great numbers. The issue is, if it is a stat-based award, and it kind of is, even though he's having a great year, there's a lot of other players that are having better years than Derek Carr. I know, hard to believe. But he is having his career best season. He's better than 2015. He's better than 2016. And it's a reason why I'm going to say right now, the Raiders need to absolutely bring Derek Carr back. He's got the 5th best quarterback rating of 110. But when you look at the numbers, 2,000 passing yards, 16 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He also has 10 rushing first downs, which he's been much better with his legs. So what do those numbers look like for projected 16 games? 32 touchdowns, 4 picks, over 4,000 yards. I mean, these numbers are absolutely bananas, and Derek Carr has been doing this all with not really having a fully healthy offensive line. But also, let's look at quarterback rating here, because I do think that Derek deserves a little bit of credit. And I know not always we always get, blown away by the passing yards, or we'll always get blown away by the touchdowns and interceptions. But the highest quarterback ratings in 2020, Derek makes that top 5. So he's in the discussion with Rodgers, Wilson, Mahomes, Breeze, where all these guys, they made my top 10 MVP candidates list. But how about this? Let me know, is Derek Carr a top 10 MVP candidate? Y for yes. You could type your N for no. Don't get mad at me when I say this. He didn't quite crack my top 10. He's somewhere around like the number 12 mark for me. But let me know. Y for yes or N for no. Nelson Agholor time, baby. I love me some Nelson Agholor. He's been having himself one heck of a season. And is he the best free agent pickup that this Las Vegas Raiders team made? I'm going to give it only one Chucky head, and I think it's a small shred of truth here. This has nothing to do with Nelson, and it has everything to do with a guy that we'll get into in a second. The reason why I'm giving it one Chucky head, he's been the Raiders' best receiving option. And honestly, since signing that 1-year, $1.05 million deal, he's been the best bang for your buck signing, I would argue, almost in the entire and all of free agency of all NFL teams. And if the Raiders were smart, you would re-sign him right now. Remember when Darren Waller was having his good games and they gave him that 3-year contract? If I'm the Raiders, I am giving Nelson Agholor an extension because I am not going to let this man hit the free agent market. So what has he been able to do? He's been the number 1 receiver. I know he doesn't have as many receiving yards as Hunter Renfrow, but he has been the most reliable option for Derek Carr. And honestly, he should have another basically 45 yards, and he should have another touchdown added to his total because he got one ripped away from Foss Moreau. The other thing that he's really been able to do, stretch the football field. Look at this. The most yards per catch in the NFL, that goes to Nelson Agholor, and it's actually not even close. Everybody was calling Derek Carr dink and dunk Carr. So what do they need to do? Add some more speed, add some more outside options. And that's what Nelson Agholor has really, really been able to do for this offense. The reason why I can't call him the best pickup is because for me, it's Nick Kwiatkoski. Kwiatkoski's been an absolute stud in 6 games, 36 tackles, 2 pass breakups, a forced fumble. He's got a tackle for loss as well. But this has been a team that's needed a linebacker for a very, very long time. And the fact that Corey Littleton has been, horrible this season, it gives me a lot of hope that Nick Kwiatkoski was definitely a great signing. 3 years, $21 million. You can see his PFF grade here at 72.2. but also he's been great in coverage. I mean, he is top 10 amongst all linebackers for coverage grades. The reason why they went out and they got him was more for his ability to get after the quarterback. He's wearing the green dot proud. He's wearing that C on his chest proud. Nick Kwiatkoski has been the best free agent signing by the Las Vegas Raiders. But I know we're going to get some disagreement here. I know a lot of people are saying it's Agholor, Mitch. It's Agholor. It's all good. Both guys have been absolutely great. But I do want to know what you have to say here. If you think it's been Agholor, type NA. If it's been Nick Kwiatkoski, type NK. If you think it's somebody else, let me know. Who has been the best free agent signing for the Las Vegas Raiders this season? All right, let's talk about another guy that's unfortunately not a member of the Raiders. But did the Raiders want to go out and sign Takk McKinley? This one is for Chucky heads, and it's Believe It Baby. I got to get a sip of water before I die here. Give me a sec. Oh, man. Oh, coughing it all up here. So did the Raiders want McKinley? Yes, it's for Chucky heads. And he was claimed by the Cincinnati Bengals yesterday off waiver. So I saw a lot of people were upset the fact that the Raiders didn't get him. They at least tried, which is all you could ask. So they were 23rd among all NFL teams on the waiver wire. Remember, when a player gets released, he then has to go through waivers. So if a team that's a lot worse, like the Bengals, one of them, they put in a claim, they get him. I'm also surprised, though, that only 4 teams put in a claim for Takk. They were the Raiders, the Browns, the 49ers, and the Bengals. The reason why I'm really surprised is because if you go out and get Takk, who, remember, was only $875K, former first-round pick, you also got a compensatory pick. So you also get an extra draft pick. And the Raiders, well, you know, they lost one, a 6th-round pick. So what I want you guys to do is don't miss out here on my Raiders versus Broncos watch party on the Raiders Report. Please subscribe and turn on those notifications. One more sec, give me a break. I've been sick, and I've lost my voice from the last Raiders versus Chargers watch party. We're going to get this one started about 10 minutes before kickoff. So if you've made it this far in the video, again, I would appreciate if you guys would subscribe, join our watch parties. They're like Raiders tailgates, play-by-play, bringing all that good stuff right to your home. All right, the last thing that we're going to talk about today before I absolutely lose my voice is David Irving. Is he going to make his first start this week? No. It looks like he's going to be making his first start against the Kansas City Chiefs. It's 3 Chucky heads, and I do believe that it's pretty likely. The Raiders went out and signed David Irving in Week 6, and since then, probably the most common question that I get is when are the Raiders finally going to show Irving? And I'm expecting him to make that appearance in Week 11. The Raiders have been suffering some injuries with Mo Hurst. I don't know if he plays this week. Arden Key has been practicing, which is good news. But the Raiders desperately need to be able to get after the quarterback, and one of the reasons why they signed Irving is because of his relationship with Rod Marinelli. So here's Irving's stats, his last 13 games that he played, and he hasn't played since 2018. 33 tackles, the 13 tackles for loss, 22 quarterback hits, and 11 sacks. There's a big reason here why the Raiders want to get him on the football field. So let's look at the defensive line depth chart. Not too pretty. Cleveland Ferrell's been great. Mo Hurst, Jonathan Hankins, and Max Crosby. But you need to be able to get after the quarterback. So after seeing the depth chart, let me know before I go, who has been the best defensive lineman for the Las Vegas Raiders? Who do you think it's been? Has it been Max? Maybe it's been Carl Nassib. Maybe it's been somebody else. For me, the best defensive lineman for this Las Vegas Raiders team, it's actually been Cleveland Ferrell, who they drafted number 4 overall last year. And yes, I get it. He doesn't have any sacks, but he does have 15 tackles. He's been an absolute wrecking ball, especially in the run defense. And if you look at his PFF grade, he's ranked as the 9th best defensive lineman against the run. Clee, you've been playing great. You deserve some more love. If you guys disagree with me, wait, yep, it's this one right here. Come find me on Instagram at Mitchell Renz 365.